Earlier this year, Kawasaki updated the Ninja ZX-6R, and while we weren't sure about its place in the industry today, we lauded Kawasaki for helping keep the Inline Four supersport class alive. It's only fair then that we do the same for Honda after it announced the return of the CBR600RR to Europe. And no, it's not the old CBR600RR that has remained part of American Honda's lineup long after it was discontinued in Europe, but the new generation CBR600RR that was first introduced in 2021 for Japan, Thailand and Australia. For the last few years there have been two different versions of the CBR produced worldwide, but with Honda bringing the Japanese version to Europe, we expect American Honda to do the same, making for a single CBR600RR model. The fairing of the new CBR600RR is closely related to the 2021 on version that was sold in markets outside Europe, complete with the inevitable downforce generating winglets on either side with minimal changes for the 2024 model. Honda reckons it has the lowest drag coefficient in its class, so provided you're prepared to adopt a racing tuck you'll be out of the wind blast, but the focus is very much on track use rather than day-to-day comfort and practicality. Compared to its predecessor, the fuel tank cover has been dropped by 10 mm to let you tuck in even more completely behind the fairing, and it's narrower to let you get your elbows out of the airflow. There's also a revised belly pan to get heat away from the exhaust and to deflect air away from the rear wheel and cut drag further. The aero might be aimed at improving track performance, but there's a benefit on the road as well, with the bike achieving a claimed 51.4 mpg. Enough to get a range of 200 miles from the 18-liter tank. The 2024 CBR600RR adopts a new fairing with aerodynamic winglets designed to improve corner stability. The LED headlights are much more compact than the lights on the 2023 US market CBR600RR, and the LED front indicators are now in front of the handlebars instead of poking out from the fairing. According to Honda, the CBR600RR S0 555 coefficient of drag is the lowest in its class. Unlike the 636cc Ninja, the CBR600RR maintains a 599cc displacement, with a new intake system, throttle-by-wire control and updated valve timing. The engine has undergone several changes to make it compliant with Euro 5 standards. Honda claims a peak output of 119 horsepower at 14,250 revolutions per minute and 46.5 pound-feet at 11,500 revolutions per minute, compared to the 113 horsepower at 13,500 revolutions per minute and 48.7 pound-feet at 11,250 revolutions per minute on the US spec model. An assist or slipper clutch helps manage rear wheel hop during hard downshifts while requiring less effort on the hand lever. A quick shifter comes standard. The CBR600RR is equipped with a 6-axis IMU-based electronics package inherited from the CBR1000RR. It offers 3 preset ride modes plus 2 custom user modes, 5 power levels, a 9-level traction control system with slip rate control, cornering abs, engine braking management and wheelie control. Also standard is an ECU-controlled electronic steering damper that operates relative to velocity. Showa provides a fully adjustable 41 mm big piston inverted fork with 4.7 inches of travel, as well as the fully adjustable rear shock connected with Honda's Pro Link system and offering 5.0 inches of travel. Dual radial mount 4-piston calipers are paired with 310 mm discs on the front wheel, while the rear wheel uses a single piston caliper with 220 mm disc. A radial piston master cylinder for the front brakes comes standard. Other features include a full-color TFT display, Dunlop Road Sports 2 tires and a claimed curb weight of 425.5 pounds. The 2024 Honda CBR600RR will be available in HRC Grand Prix Red and Matte Ballistic Black Metallic. Honda will also offer a comfort pack with an expandable tailbag, heated grips and USB-C charging. as well as a track-only HRC race kit. US pricing and availability remain to be confirmed. The chassis, like the engine, can be dated back to the 2007 on generation of CBR600RR with a familiar-looking, die-cast aluminium twin spar frame and swing arm. The 1370mm wheelbase is the same as last version we were sold in this country, although there's a new setup that means the rake and trail are fractionally altered. The new model has a 24-degree rake and 100mm of trail. The chassis tweaks continue with a slightly revised swing arm that's 150 grams lighter than the last generation. The suspension features 41mm Showa SFFBP upside-down forks, 15mm longer than before to allow more scope for setup adjustment and with fully adjustable damping. The rear shock is also fully adjustable and made by Showa, operating through a Honda Unit Pro Link linkage. There's an electronic steering damper, controlled by the ECU to alter its damping force depending on speed, and radial Tokaco 4-pot brakes on 310mm discs at the front, allied to a 220mm disc and single piston caliper at the back.